Hello. This presentation is about the Counseling and Psychological Services here at the University of Houston. Counseling and Psychological Services, better known as CAPS, helps to promote the well-being of a diverse campus community by balancing high-quality mental health services and clinical training with accessibility to foster student success through self-discovery, learning, and interpersonal engagement. One topic addressed by CAPS is suicide prevention, and there's required information that all new students should know about. Here is a video with some of that information.
She seemed like she was having a hard time fitting in.
I don't remember many people asking them to hang out.
She took the breakup really hard.
Things weren't the same after she failed that first test.
He worried a lot about disappointing his parents.
He started having a hard time after he got bad news from home.
She started pulling away and wouldn't hang out anymore.
Every time I came home from class, she looked like she'd been crying.
I knew something was up when he gave away his grandpa's watch. He had always told me how much he loved it.
I was worried about him because he hardly ate and was always sleeping.
They even stopped doing the things they loved.
She started drinking almost every day.
He even tried to sell some of his stuff.
I also noticed that she posted weird messages on social media, like, soon this will all be over.
She said she just wished she could go to sleep and not wake up.
They said they were tired of feeling lonely.
She told me that she felt really hopeless about pulling her grade up.
He said he wished he could disappear so he wouldn't be a burden to his family.
He said that I didn't have to worry about him next semester.
I was always taught to mind my own business. Everyone is stressed when they start college, right?
A couple times, I almost tried to talk to them, but didn't because I figured someone else would.
I did wonder if I was making too big of a deal of it. I didn't want to offend her.
I didn't know what to do or how to help her.
I wanted to ask him if he was thinking about suicide, but I didn't know what to do if he said yes.
I didn't want to be the one to blame if something happened.
I thought to myself, I'll feel better knowing I did something.
I knew someone in the past who had attempted suicide, so I didn't want to risk it.
I would rather have her mad at me than have her hurt or dead.
Even though I didn't know what to do, I knew I had to do something because I really cared about her.
I kept thinking, what if it were me? I'd want a friend to do something.
So I asked him, "Are you thinking about suicide?"
She said yes. So I called the crisis line and got advice on how to help.
So I hugged her and said I'm sorry and offered to spend the afternoon with her so we can talk.
So I shared that I had problems in the past, and I asked if he was comfortable talking to a counselor.
We talked about who could be helpful for extra support for them and decided to call their family and tell them what's been going on.
The more we talked, the more concern she shared for her safety, so we agreed to get the residence hall advisor involved.
In Texas, we take care of each other.
In Texas, we support each other.
In Texas, we never walk alone.
In Texas, we look out for each other.
In Texas, we are family.
To help a friend with thoughts of suicide, follow 3 important steps. Recognize when they're having thoughts of suicide and respond. Warning signs for suicide include verbal cues that reveal feelings of hopelessness, helplessness, or feeling trapped. Withdrawal, isolation, changes in mood, changes in sleep patterns, changes in substance use, alcohol or other drugs, giving important possessions away, looking for and obtaining the necessary items to attempt suicide, talking about death or dying if out of the ordinary. Take action and reach out directly or get others involved who can help. Ask directly about suicide. Express concern. Listen with empathy and no judgment. Remind them that help is available. Remind them that they're not alone. Make a referral to a supportive resource like a mental health professional or other campus or community resources.
In Texas,
we're all in this together.
Okay, so just a quick recap. We want to recognize the signs and we want to respond to those signs if we see anybody is in need of help and are having thoughts about suicide. And we want to be able to refer them to the appropriate supports. So for sure, here at the University of Houston, CAPS is going to be one of those supports. And we're an office that doesn't believe in a one-size-fits-all model of mental health. So we know that people need different things at different times. And so we have a wide array of services to meet students where they are. Some of our services include our individual and relationship therapy, group therapy, and that usually consists of about 6 to 10 students, graduate and undergraduate students, and 2 co-facilitators to work on some interpersonal goals. We also have essential skills workshops that help us build skills to address anxiety and become more resilient. We also have crisis intervention. That's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if anybody is in crisis and you're wanting to support, definitely reach out. We also have care coordination. So if there's some services, specialized services that any student is needing, we can definitely coordinate care with any sort of community resources and other campus resources. We offer Let's Talk or mental health consultation, which I'll tell you more about. We offer QPR suicide prevention training and other trainings at CAPS to help our campus community be more aware of how to intervene and support mental health of students in our whole community. We also offer support groups, self-help tools, and 24/7 mental health chat through our online platform TogetherAll. CAP's main location is located in the Health 2 building, which is on the corner of campus here, right off of Wheeler Avenue and Martin Luther King Boulevard. If you enter in the Health 1 building or the Health 2 building, you'll head up to the 2nd floor and look for signs for CAPS. Anyone visiting CAPS that day for an appointment can get their parking validated at our front desk. In terms of accessing CAPS, you'll definitely just want to give us a call, or you can drop in for that first visit at the Health 2 location. All of our visits are free, and those access visits are offered Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Health 2 building, or telehealth by calling 713-743-5454. As I mentioned before, crisis support, mental health crisis support is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by calling our phone number. And then if you're more comfortable using text for mental health crisis support, 988 is going to be a great option. Now, a little bit more about our Let's Talk program. This is free, confidential, one-on-one mental health consultation. Let's Talk is available to faculty, staff, and students. So if you have a question, you need some advice, you need feedback on a decision, or want to practice a hard conversation where you might feel like you get emotional, Let's Talk is a great place to drop into. Scan the QR code to see different times and locations where Let's Talk is offered. This is an excellent service for students who aren't wanting to come in for formal counseling services, or at different times and locations all across campus, as well as virtually throughout the week. One of the support groups we offer this semester is our Grief support group. So if you have experienced a death of a loved one and want a supportive place to grieve, scan the QR code and register now. CAPS has expanded some of our support services, one of those being TogetherAll. Scan the QR code and join free today by using your CougarNet email address. Here you can find community, an anonymous community where you can share about mental health struggles and get some advice. You can take courses and definitely access more resources. CAPS also offers WellTrack Boost. This is a mobile app that allows students to do a daily mood log, assess their mental health through stress, depression, anxiety, substance use assessments, and get connected with other resources. This is a free app for all students. CAPS offers a number of trainings. One of those trainings is You Can Help a Coug, and this is where we help the campus community to recognize, respond, and refer students who are in distress. You can scan the QR code to see the dates and times and get registered. We also offer suicide prevention training, or QPR, stands for Question, Persuade, Refer. And here, the campus community learns about recognizing and responding to signs of suicidal thinking and behaviors. That way we can create a community of care and intervene when necessary. Scan the QR code and register for dates and times. CAPS is also a part of a larger community of care, the Cougs Care community. Scan the QR code to check out the website and all of the resources that CAPS and a number of offices provide across campus. Be on the lookout for the Cougs Care monthly newsletter in your emails soon. Lastly, if you have any questions at all related to mental health, you can contact CAPS by calling us at 713-743-5454. Or you can visit our office at the Health 2 location, room 2005. We also have offices in Sugar Land, in the George building, suite 119. All of our information can be found on our website, uh.edu/CAPS. And you can always follow us on social media to find out about events, mental health tips, and other services that we offer. Thank you so much, and go Cougs.